All right, turns out 2012 was a good year. Charitable giving was up again slightly. More than $300 billion was donated across the U.S. in 2012. That is up 3.5% from 2011. So we brought in Lisa Dietlin, an expert in philanthropy, to talk more about this increase. Good morning to you, Lisa.
Good morning.
Good to see you, as always.
You.
Okay, so did people just get nicer this past year, or is this all about the economy?
It is about the economy. You know, we saw increases in all sectors of who gives away the money, the sources. But the largest increase, Anthony, this year came from corporations. They're up over 12%. They're back. Corporations are feeling good. I think companies and businesses are thinking the recession is abating a bit, and they could be a little bit more charitable.
Okay, were there any charities in particular that people donated more to in 2012?
They did. It's the arts, the humanities, and culture. They're back. You know, during this recession, we really focused on food, clothing, and shelter, like the Greater Chicago Food Depository, or homeless shelters, or places that helped people get clothing and being able to take care of the very basic of needs. But now with this economy back, we're looking at arts and the cultural institutions of our great city and nation being supported.
Well, it's good to see that progress. Okay, so 3.5% up from 2011 to 2012. Where do we compare to pre-recession?
Pre-recession, we're still down. The experts think it could take 6, maybe even 7 years for us to get back to those pre-recession numbers. But here's the good news. 2/3 of households in America made a charitable donation, and on average, the amount they donated was $2,000, Anthony.
Oh, okay. That's quite a bit. And if people do want to even increase that or increase their giving this year, you have some advice for them.
I do. You know, first thing is I say, think about what you really care about, you know, and what moves you. What do you want to help and what do you want to change? Then look at your community. You know, if we were sitting in New Jersey, we might still be talking about the recovery, or Oklahoma. You know, there are things specific to a community. I always say budget your charitable donations. People say to me, oh, I don't have any money. And I said, but if you did $1 a day, or you did $3 a day, gave up that cup of coffee. I love my Starbucks, but you know, if you gave that up and donated it to charity, it might make a difference. $3 a day is $1,000 a year that you could give. And then I say, teach your children. You know, your children, we need to teach that next generation that giving back is so important. And if they get an allowance or they make money, help them decide how much to give back. And then finally, look at your estate or your will. You know, we're all aging, and you can leave part of what your estate is to a charity upon your death.
Some cautionary advice as well, though, for people who want to pick up their donations.
You know, and what's really, really sad is the number of fraudulent websites that popped up after a Hurricane Katrina or Sandy, you know, by just changing a letter or number. You know, be careful when you're looking on the internet of places to give. You know, really vet your organization. Check out with the Better Business Bureau, their Wise Giving Alliance. They do national standards, and they look at national charities, but you can also look at Charity Navigator or GuideStar. You know, pay a little bit of attention. You know, we're always about checking prices when we shop, and we want the best deal. Well, make sure you get the best deal where you make your charitable donation.
Very good advice. Hopefully people will give a lot more in 2013. Lisa Dietlin, always good to see you.
Nice to see you, Anthony.